Hi guys, it's Katie here with Life in Mundane. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 educational board games for kids. We're going to look at ones that are going to be engaging for tots all the way up to teens and everything in between. So you're not going to want to miss it. And the best part is all of these board games are ones that they can learn from, but they won't even realize it. They'll be that engaged. So let's get started. This video is actually a collaboration with a bunch of my fellow homeschool YouTube moms, and we're all sharing different spins on our favorite board games. Some are sharing their most educational board games, others are sharing board games on a budget, or just their kids' top picks. Lots of different options for you to choose from. So when you get done with this video, be sure to check out the playlist down below and check out all the other amazing videos. All right, so first let's start with our tot games and we'll work our way up. First off, we've got Seekaboo. This game is super fun and engaging, and the best part is it's actually designed for 18 months and up. So you're gonna be able to start your kids off really early on this, and you actually have a lot of ways you can expand the game. It's easy and simple to set up. You've got two sets of cards, small square ones and large round ones. The fun thing about these is they have regular household items, easy vocabulary for beginning learners, right? Things like foods, household items, pets. The gameplay is easy. You're going to lay out however many circles that you would desire in your home. You can do this a couple of different ways. For very, very young kids, you can start out with just a few, maybe 3 to 5 cards. And then as they get older and they can handle more challenging circumstances, you can put out all of them if you want. When you're starting with little ones, you could start out by having the picture side face up, or if you're ready for a bit more of a challenge, have the picture side down. You're going to draw one of the square cards and you're going to tell the child to go look for the card that matches this. So they're gonna go look for that butterfly. All of the categories are color-coded, so if you have them face down, the child can have a little bit of a clue by saying it is a purple-rimmed circle, and they're gonna go find a purple-rimmed circle to try and look for the match. As they get older, you can actually use this as a phonics skill and tell them to go find a picture. I found a duck. Can you find me a duck? Or another picture that starts with a d sound. These are fun ways to mix it up with your kids. Lots of learning to be involved with colors, phonics, memory skills. Definitely one to get. Second game is Sneaky Snacky Squirrel Game. This one is actually one I don't have to show you because it's one that my kids are actually getting as a Christmas gift. So I don't have it here to show you, but I do want to tell you a little bit about this game. It reminds me a bit of the Hi-Ho Cherry-O type of game. And as you have the squirrel that's collecting these colored nuts and putting them in their own tree. The idea is to fill up your tree, but unlike a Hi-Ho Cherry-O type game, they're simple and there's only a few selections on their tree. They're gonna color code the nut that has that color to the spot on their tree. And the neat part is not only are you working on color matching, but you're working on fine motor skills, because the method of moving the nuts from the tray to the tree is actually gonna be using squirrel shape clasp. So they're going to grasp and pick up the right color nut and put it on their tree. Whoever fills their tree first wins the game. Super fun and engaging. My kids are going to love it. Now moving to a little bit older for our game number 3 is Outfoxed. This game is still great for your pre-readers, but is definitely a little more geared to slightly older kids. It's recommended for ages 5 and up. This one reminds me a lot of Clue. It's a deductive reasoning skill game. By process of elimination, you're gonna figure out who done it. They're looking at the clues and eliminating suspects. Number 5 is King Domino. This one is a big favorite around here because the entire game you are actually building as you go. So every time you play it, it's different. And depending on how you lay your tiles to build your play space depends on how many points you get. The reason this is so educational is because when you come to the scoring aspect of the game, there's a lot of different types of math involved. My kids have really enjoyed that, helped build their math skills in a way that they don't even realize they're working on it. The next one is recommended ages 8 and up, and it is Problem Picnic. This one is the one where the ants are attacking. In this game, you're going to use your dice, which are actually your ants, to toss them at the most desirable picnic items that are laid out in front of you. You're gonna snap up the best cards to help you get the most points in the game. And through multiplication, your kids are going to learn and have fun at the same time. Next game up is Potato Pirates. This is done by the Think Fun Company, which if you guys don't know, anything done by the Think Fun Company is not only fun, but educational. So always a good buy. 7 and up, Potato Pirate is a game that actually works on, yes, math, but also works on coding skills. My kids have really come to enjoy this. They got it for their birthday this year and have played it many, many times, but they're going to be coding by laying out cards to basically plan out the next turn. Potato Pirates, you are going to be using your programming cards to decide whether you're going to roast, fry, or mash your enemy potatoes. It's really fun as you lay out the different cards to program what moves your player will make next. What's awesome about this is not only is it working on those beginning coding skills, but you're also going to be making word problems out of this. For instance, let's say I lay down these 3 cards. They say I'm going to fry 3 potatoes. On any ship, it says while over 5. So while target ship has more than 5 potatoes. So as long as my target ship has more than 5 potatoes, I get to fry 3 potatoes. And I get to do that for Y times, which means Y equals the number of ships that you have. So if I have 2 different ships, I'm going to get to fry 3 potatoes on every ship that has more than 5 potatoes in my enemy. There's a lot to be had with the fun theme of the game as well as with the educational aspects. Next up is Ticket to Ride Junior. This game is actually one that my kids will be getting this year for Christmas. We love the original, but the junior one is amazing for kids that are a little bit younger. It works on geography skills. If you're not familiar with it, you're going to be building your train from different locations across the map. You are going to be working on taking them through major cities and trying to connect your trains to finish routes. This does use a lot of planning as they have to think about which route is the best way to go and have to think about how many risks they're willing to take within the game. But it also gets them really familiar with the map they're in. We love Ticket to Ride, and we're sure we're gonna love Ticket to Ride Junior as well. Speaking of which, number 9 is the original Ticket to Ride. Now, this one is geared 8 and up, and 8-year-olds can definitely handle it, but I would say this is one the adults enjoy just as much as the kids. And so that is one of the reasons why it's one of our family's favorite board games. Last 2 board games, besides Ticket to Ride, which definitely would work for your teens, are actually they're actually on our family's wish list. We are hoping to acquire these in the next year as we don't necessarily have teens, but we as adults enjoy playing board games, and these are right up our alley. Number 9 on our list is Trekking, National Park Game. So this is one that came recommended to me by my friend Ashley over at Joyful Noise Learning, and I love everything she recommends, so I knew that we would enjoy it. But then our family actually watched some documentary on Amazon that I highly recommend, where it talked about board games and what it goes into designing board games and creating board games. It was so interesting and fun, and they actually shared, the creators of this game shared their story behind it. The creator was actually inspired by his parents, who were making it their goal to go to all the different national parks in the US and beyond. He was inspired by that and decided to take that inspiration and put it into a board game. This one also is a little bit inspired by Ticket to Ride. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be educational in the geography sense of just getting the layout, learning what the different national parks are. It might even help you make a wish list for your upcoming trip or vacation. But one of the other things I love about it is the booklet that comes with it that has explanations and fun facts about the different locations. This one is definitely one we'll be getting this year, and I'm really excited to play it with my kids. Last but not least is Wingspan. Wingspan is most definitely designed for your older children and adults. But this game was made with beautiful cards, and it's all about birds. Everything having to do with birds. They're going to be using the birds to put them in different kinds of habitats, and you're going to be using the different powers or the different attributes of each bird to put them in the correct place. What I love about this game is that not only is it beautifully designed, because the cards are gorgeous, guys. I have seen them and they blew me away, but they also have educational facts about different kinds of birds. This was done really well. I'm really impressed with it, and it's a great science-inspired game to get your kids learning and loving it in the process. If you guys have enjoyed this and want more board game ideas, I've actually done several other videos on board games talking about board games for kids who are older but maybe struggling in reading, for those who are more of that preschool age, if you need more taught ideas, and our family's favorite board games where everyone can play at the same time. If you guys want to check those out, be sure to check out my board game playlist right here, and then also be sure to check out the playlist down below of all the other YouTube moms sharing their favorite board games, because you'll be sure to find at least one that needs to end up on your wish list. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.